not familiar with this car, it was decorated to commemorate the 40th anniversary of CLRBs in Toronto, 2019. The outside was done by one artist, the side panels by another, the roof by another, the floor by another, and another artist chose the fabrics to replace the original fabrics for the car. So it wasn't in service too long because in 2019 the cars were withdrawn from service and replaced by the Bombardiers. So you have new cars. We're lucky that the TDC gave this one to us. Piece of history. Just for anyone who doesn't know, these cars, the CLRVs, were to replace our PCC cars, the older cars you see in the barn, the streamlined version. In the early 70s, Toronto was thinking of removing all streetcars and going for buses. So some of the TTC councillors, whatever their term is, and a lot of the Toronto citizens put in a petition to Toronto to keep the streetcars because they've been a part of Toronto fabric since 1860s. So they really wanted to keep them. The only problem was the PCCs were from the 40s, late 39, 40s. So they had to find a replacement because they knew the cars weren't going to survive long enough to continue the service. So in '75 they started the Urban Transportation Development Corporation. The Ontario government did, with help from TTC, to come up with first the specifications and what they're looking for in a newer streetcar. Then they would have to find someone to build it, and so the PCCs went into a heavy rebuild program between 72 and 75, and they basically took 173 of the old cars and totally rebuilt them from the frame up. Wow. So to keep them going long enough to build these cars. So these cars came to Toronto in '77. First 6 were built in Sweden from the SIG Corporation. So they were basically the prototypes for Hawker Sibling in Thunder Bay to build the other 190 some odd cars. It was originally just over 200 order, but before the end of the order they decided they wanted to build an articulated car, so a few of the shorter cars were taken off. The order was cut down so they could replace it with the articulated car. If you've been in the barn 4, you've seen our...
No, we haven't been in the barn yet. Yeah,
okay.
But we're going to go.
When you get into barn 4, you'll see an articulated car. We're also given that from the TTC.
All right.
To keep...
Excellent. You're all that way?
So we're coming into our east end. Once we're out of COVID phases, people regularly would get off and enjoy this place. I won't say the words, I won't show people.
Good call.
Anyway, that would be open, but due to COVID and keeping track of how many people are on the property and that, unfortunately we can't leave people down here and bring more and then bring more. So, and also due to our volunteers, and we have to have more and more volunteers, and right now, also due to COVID, we're kind of getting volunteers back is a little of a struggle. So. regular times, this is our garden. We have some picnic tables. You'd be able to sit and have a lunch, take pictures with our garden sign. But we still do have picnic tables up where the child's play area is, and you could bring lunch and have lunch. This is our little station Meadowvale. It was part of the line we're traveling on, Toronto Suburban Railway. So this was an original station.
What do you see up there? Is that the stop? Train stop? Streetcar stop? Okay, now look out the window, you'll see a couple of other ones. Be careful by the window. Yeah? What's coming up? Hey, Mike. Ding, ding.
I know. And then it says about
Little one.
stop request.
Little train.
And the lane is gonna go on to it.
Yeah.
Huh?
We're almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to stop. We're in a train stop.
Hey, we go over there. You can push it again.
Santa again, when we take the next streetcar, we probably see Santa. I missed him.